Two elite quarterbacks might not see a better QB duel all season long. Both guys hoping to use this big stage to display their supremacy. Welcome to the home of the Big Orange Nation. Massive Neyland Stadium, home field of the Tennessee Volunteers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. And the Bulldogs will kick this deep to start us off. He's going to return it from near the goal line. They bring him down, but that's good work by the return team. He found the lane, and so this drive's going to start with decent field position. Receivers are bunched together. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. He could go at the 20, past the 10. He's going to take it in. A game-changing play. Touchdown, Georgia.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive. Instead of worrying about giving up points, not only do they come up with this interception, but they take it into the end zone. They're an extra point away from really giving their offense an edge.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's got some space here. On the move. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Tennessee. He will score. We knew this returner was a dangerous guy. That was an electrifying play all the way to the house.
Chris, it was great blocking, but the guy just looked so natural back there. As far as once he got his hands on the ball, it was like he was setting up his blocks, knowing exactly where he wanted to go. And then once he hit it right around midfield, nobody was catching it.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Taylor. Breaks loose at the 45. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks like he's going to run it. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
An inside deal now from the shotgun. Early in this season, group, I think you can sense both these teams realize there's a lot to play for, a lot at stake for their seasons, and they're just kind of settling into this game.
Well, just look at the atmosphere today. It's almost playoff-like out there. Both these teams understand what a win could do for them, and the intensity is jacked up out on the field.
The running back here on a direct snap. Great cut there. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be 1st down from the 14.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Gets made on the out route. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line, the offense threatening here.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
And it's a direct snap. He's keeping it. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The receiver grabs it. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Stop right there at the line. No gain. Now they come up 2nd and goal from the 3. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
He moves the ball to the 1. 3rd down and goal. Trying to run it with the option. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Dogs.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Butler.
Returner brings it out to the 27, and your Tennessee Volunteers will take over 1st and 10.
And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And now the handoff. Breaks into the clear. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice, solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
New center downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, today's middle linebacker has to have the ability to cover, to be able to be a great run stuffer. Also, the ability to blitz and get after the quarterback. There's an example of it right there. These guys are becoming more and more athletic every year in college football.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Jackson. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Grab behind the line. It's Carter. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Pop over the middle. It's Garcia. Tackle made at the 36. It'll be first down. This offense in good position here.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
And the Vols starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Running out of time in the pocket. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Move the sticks for a first down for this Tennessee offense, and this quarterback is really starting to throw the ball well, putting the ball in the money and giving these receivers a chance to make plays after the catch. And tell you, they've had some great quarterbacks, as we know, that have played in their time in Knoxville.
It's Barber. They bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The Volunteers line it up with 1st and goal. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. No gain makes it 2nd down and goal from the 5. Second down, they're going to throw it. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
So the drive begins backed up at their own 5. Tough spot. They'll give it to the running back. He gets loose. He's got the first and still going. They get him to the ground, but an explosive running play there.
Well, that gain will give them some breathing room. What a good job of being able to get them out of that hole. They're inside their own 5-yard line. And on the other hand, the defense, what a missed opportunity. You had them pinned back, a chance to really, at the very least, affect field position, and now you give up a big game like this.
First down, looking to throw the football. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Really good defenses put an emphasis on winning the early downs. That means holding your own on 1st and 2nd down. So you force the offense to consistently have to try on 3rd and long. That's exactly what's happened here in this series.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. So the big gain wiped away by the penalty. And the offense moving backwards. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now a big decision coming up here on 4th.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the returner steps out. They'll mark the football right there. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far.
14, Tennessee 7.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. On the run here, lets it go. Caught near the sideline. It's Barber.
To the tight end. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd down here. Receiver in motion now. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Delivers quickly to the left side. He's got it in the open. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. He's looking to throw. Running back has it on the screen now. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Zips it down the middle. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
4th down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. He lets it rip. Over the middle. It's Davis.
What a job by this quarterback here on 4th down. Had to survey the defense. Eventually just goes to the check down for the running back. Moves the chains and keeps this drive going.
The Volunteers look to keep this drive moving. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. It's a shotgun run call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Loss of 2.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for his back. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Taylor. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Fourth and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Clear movement before the snap. That'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Dogs will come to the line on fourth down, looking to convert. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Pressure is coming. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
The game makes it second and medium. The shotgun running play call. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grabbed by the receiver. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Running back with the football. Picks up the first, looking for more. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for his first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
And looking to throw now on first down. He's good as he throws it. Oh, that one's picked off. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Well, throwing in the rain can be very problematic, but an impressive job by this defensive back to come down with this pick regardless.
So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. He hands it off from the gun. First down and more, he's still on it. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
First down here for this offense. Looking for a man. Quick throw to the left. Pass is going to be incomplete. He was really lucky to avoid the pick there.
Well, in case you're counting at home, that was nearly his third interception of the game. That offensive staff has either got to give this quarterback some easy passes to build his confidence up, or they need to make a change and bring the other guy in. He's just reckless out there so far today.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He'll look to throw it here on second down. The pass rush closing in. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. They've got him. Again, he couldn't escape. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Here comes the first play of the drive now from the 44. Looking to throw it on first down. On the move now. On the move, but can't find the receiver, and he's brought down.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Grab down the middle. It's Wilson. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
And the PAT is good. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff will see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage.
And your Tennessee Volunteers will take over. 1st and 10.
And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Nice grab. It's Alvarez. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Snags the good throw. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Boy, great job here by the quarterback to find the running back out of the backfield. That'll earn his team a new set of downs.
The Vols begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Looking for a receiver. Bringing pressure. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again. Undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
The Vols will look to convert here on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. Over the middle, it's Jackson. Defense brings him to the ground as the final seconds of the 1st half tick away. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Tennessee 10.
And the Volunteers will kick this away to get the 2nd half going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That is broken up and incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Pulls it in. It's Taylor. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. And that'll That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
They'll give it to the back. He's found some room at the 45. Here he goes. Inside the 10. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Georgia. And momentum really building now. Kirk, this one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there.
And your Tennessee Volunteers will take over 1st and 10.
And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. He'll hand it off. Fighting him off. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. They'll keep it on the ground with the counter play. And the Vols pick up enough for a 1st down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
2nd down play coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Grab down the middle. It's Barber. You make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The sure hands, it's Barber. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around.
And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Quick out, he's in the clear. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Throwing in the rain can be very dangerous. The timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver can be off. Here, the quarterback takes a chance and forces the ball. Give credit to the defensive back for locking in there and coming up with that big interception.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking deep downfield to the left. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. stops him just short of that first down marker.
Brings up fourth down.
It's fourth down, but no punting team. The offense is going to go for it. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Defense is coming after him. It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today. Could take it all the way. Inside the 20. He's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Dogs.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Tennessee, 10.
Fields it just outside the goal line. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Heads out of bounds at the 44-yard line. The offense will take over there in good position. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. That's reeled in. It's Barber. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw to his receiver. What a catch! They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's that defense shifting again. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
He's running out of time here. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Risky call here by this offense. I thought the quarterback might wait a little bit longer for him to take his route beyond the sticks, but he gets the ball out of his hands, and how about the job by this receiver to fight for that first down?
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. And he'll scoot out of bounds after a short gain, not enough for the first down.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Second down, we're going to throw it. On the run here. Lets it go. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
The Volunteers looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. That's a second and goal play for the offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. He throws it away. A smart choice that time, but it will bring up third down.
That's a smart heads-up play to me by the quarterback. Would rather throw it in the stands than a tight throw leading to a potential turnover. Wonder what they'll have dialed up here on this third down.
The offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. Out of the gun now on third down. And he will score. Touchdown, Volunteers. That's a crucial response for this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
And the point after makes it a 35-17 deficit.
That makes the score Georgia 35, Tennessee 17.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Taylor. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Second down coming up.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the corner. They'll stop him for a loss.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
You know what time it is. It's fourth down.
The Dogs will come to the line here looking to convert on fourth down. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. And he's down right there, but it's enough for a first down.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Breaks into the clear. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Oh, look at the quick cut.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Georgia now operating in the red zone. Caught by the receiver. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9.
At the 9-yard line.
Fresh set of downs. First and goal. He hands it to the back. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And the route is on.
Touchdown, Georgia.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
And your Tennessee Volunteers will take over. First and 10. And
Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Fire to the right side, complete. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense in bounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Here's the second down play. They'll hand it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
They're going to throw for it on third and short. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Play action fake, looking to throw. It's a dart to the left side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
They fail to connect downfield again, and time is a major factor now here in the fourth quarter with the deficit being this big. Just not much working for this offense today.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. Oh, and he dropped it. You don't see that often from this guy. Brings up fourth down.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver is past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to scramble. Launches it deep down the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, this defensive plan has been masterful today for this defensive coordinator. Good job of attacking the quarterback, whether he's inside the pocket, chasing him to the outside, and on the back end, they are locked into tight coverage, not giving his quarterback any options at all. It's no wonder they're winning by so much here in the fourth quarter.
And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Looking for the wideout. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. It's been a rough game for this offensive line, allowing 4 sacks and now flagged on the holding call. 9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough third and long. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Looks right and lets it fly. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues.
Well, I thought they had a real chance here to be able to cut into this lead, but the quarterback gives it back to the defense, and the climb just got much steeper as they're running out of time here in the fourth.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. 2-minute clock with the running game. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Oh, this defense, if there's any chance of getting back in this game, you can't give up a big gain like this on first down.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on 3rd and short. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there. Well, this is a performance, Kirk, in a big showdown game late in the season. Tough competition to show what you're about. And they've made the clutch plays, and they got to be considered a serious contender going forward now.
Yeah, we've said this really all year. Obviously, it's not about how you start. It's about how you finish. And these guys have been on a mission since day one. And they're going to be a real problem in the next few weeks as we get the playoff off the ground.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. QB keeper all the way. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, this aggressive nature has gotten them the lead that they're enjoying right now. But I got to think, at 3rd down, run the football. Just keep working that clock and enjoy the victory.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle.
That makes the score, Georgia.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And And it's caught from inside the 20. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there.
Your Tennessee Volunteers will take over. 1st and 10.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. And there's the handoff. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Brings up 3rd down.
So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense with a 29. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Oh, nearly picked off again. They almost had another one, but it will set up 4th down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back, and I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. As the first down is still going. They got him down, but the offense gets the first down they needed to just run the clock out.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dogs.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
56, Tennessee.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Set to kick it off.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
And your Tennessee Volunteers will take over. 1st and 10.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught in the backfield. It's Davis. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled